Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow Room. Yeah. Oh, we just freaked out Mildred. Sorry, honey. All right. Boy, they don't like low, thunderous noises. Anyway, we are working backwards through the letter M, and some major composers are coming up, but until we get to them, we have Daniel Gregory Mason. This is actually a wonderful Budapest String Quartet selection of things from great performances from the Library of Congress. And it's a mono recording which was made, well, let's see when it was done, when these things were. It was a whole bunch of different times, I think. What's the date? The date is, why should they tell me? I mean, why make it easy for these things? Let's see, 1937. No, that's not when it was. Wasn't it 1937? Good heavens. Recorded on May 12th, 1948. And it's in 1941, 42, 48, 49, 43. Okay, it's a bunch of things. The title of this is Souvenir. And there really is some wonderful stuff on here. It's really cool. We get Handel's Harp Concerto. Oh, there you go. With Marcel Grandjeannet, the great Marcel Grandjeannet harp. He was a legend, one of the great harpists that ever lived. Then we've got Daniel Gregory Mason's String Quartet on Negro Themes, Opus 19. It's 21 minutes. It's a major work. Look at that. When was the last time you heard that? Nifty, huh? I mean, it's also topical these days, too. Debussy's Dans Sacré et Profane. Yum, yum, yum. Griffiths' two sketches on Indian themes. Dvorak's The Lento from the American Quartet. And Dinah as like an encore thing. It's just Dinah. Really a wonderful souvenir of the Budapest Quartet. And there's Marcel playing his harp. Yum. Absolutely cool. Then after Mason, I keep this under M for Mason. Otherwise, I would never find it, and the Mason is the major work on the disc. So that's how my filing system sometimes operates. Inconsistently, but sometimes. Then we've got Mascagni, of course. Mascagni, which means Cavalleria Rusticana, and sometimes with Pagliacci, as here. For example, this one is Victoria de Los Angeles is Santuzza, and Franco Corelli screaming away as Turidu, and Mario Sereni and Adriana Lazzarini and Corinne Navotta with the Rome Opera under Gabriele Santini. Oh my goodness, and you also get Pagliacci with Corelli and Lucine Amara, Lucine Tito Gobi, Mario Spino. This is a wonderful Pagliacci. With La Scala under Lofro von Matacic. Yes, really sort of classic performances, these, in stereo, and oodles of fun. They were recorded in 1963 and 1961, respectively. Then I got some historical stuff, because as I said, at one point in my life, I really cared about historical opera. This was Cavalleria Rusticana with Giovanni Braviario and Delia Sanzio as Santuzza, and Olga De Franco as Mamma Lucia, and Piero Biasini as Alfio, and Mima Pantaleoni as Lola, the sexy, voluptuous Lola. This is Carl Sabagno, legendary conductor, recorded 1929-30 at La Scala. An absolutely wretched sound, but that's okay. How about this one? Oh, wow, baby, do me. This is Cavalleria Rusticana, conducted by Mascagni himself. He wasn't the most exciting conductor of his own stuff, but he wasn't terrible. Recorded in the Milan Conservatory, 1940, on 22 sides by La Voce del Padrone, his master's voice. Right? It's Beniamino Gigli. Well, it's the famous Gigli Pagliacci, Cavalleria. Lina Bruna Rassa, Giulietta Simeonato as Mamma Lucia. My God, she must have been like 10. Gino Becchi and Maria Marcucci as Lola, Maria, pardon me, not Mario. That would have been the trans version of Lola. No, 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 no. She's a real woman. Maria Marcucci. And, oh, it's fun. It's, you know, hearing the composer's own view is always important. And then we have, oh, I love this, Iris. Iris is Madame Butterfly, only worse. You know, she gets, for illicit love, she gets, evicted and dumped in a sewer to die. And it has the amazingly gorgeous Hymn to the Sun, and it's totally repulsive and verismo and just more fun than anyone has any right to have. This recording is with Ilona Tokodi, it's Iris, Placido Domingo, Juan Pons. It's like, good, screamy verismo people with the Bavarian Radio Symphony Orchestra under Giuseppe Patane. Yo, yay, on Sony. I like Iris. I really do. I can't help it. I shouldn't, but I do. And then we've got L'Amico Fritz. Friend Fritz. Remember Friend Fritz? With Suzel and Fritz and Beppe and David. And it's Mirella Freni and Pavarotti on EMI, on Angel, not Decca. And it's a beautiful, beautiful performance of a lovely, bucolic, pastoral, warm, sort of romantic comedy kind of thing. It's a delightful opera. It really is. It deserves to get performed once every 300 or 400 years. It's also quite short, 92 minutes for the whole enchilada, which is a good deal. Then we've got this Cavan-Pag with Pavarotti and Mirella Freni and Julia Varadi and Ingvar Vixel and Piero Cappuccilli and Carmen Gonzalez and Lorenzo Saccomani, with Gavazzini in the Cavalleria and Patane in Pagliacci. Now, I remember this recording getting trashed by Ken Fury, who was a wonderful, wonderful opera critic. I learned so much from him when I was sort of going through it. I don't know really what happened to him. He was kind of crazy, but he was a passionate, passionate opera critic who believed in the story. He believed that the performers had to accept the reality of the story and sing as if their lives depended on it, and they weren't here. And they're not, and he was right. It's actually, they sound nice, but in terms of, the desperation and excitement and passion of the stories, neither of these performances give us much of that, I don't think. So, yes, thank you, Ken. I just remember being transfixed by the nature of the review, by the fact that he actually took the story seriously and demanded that the singers do the same. And he was really offended when they didn't. I learned a lot. I really did. I owe him big time. So next, let's see. Oh, this is a famous one, though. Zinka Milanov. This is Cavalleria with Milanov, Björling, and Merrill with Renato Cellini and the RCA Victor Orchestra and the Robert Shaw Chorale. Oh, I love this performance. It's so much fun. Milanov was just nuts. She was wonderful. And Björling, he was in his prime at this point. This is 1953. And it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. A classic. And then we've got this other classic. I've got like a bazillion of these ones sitting around. This is Carrion. I guess the Pagliacci is under L. It's under Leon Cavallo because they separated them. Originally, they were recorded together, and we've talked about it. I have the Cavan-Pag original issue upstairs. And here is just the Cav with Fiorenzo Casotto, Carlo Bergonzi, Maria Grazia Allegri, Gian Giacomo Guelfi, and Adriana Martino. It's a gorgeous performance. Oh, it's just beautifully sung and played. It's really, really a class act for an opera that can sound a little bit of a little hairy under the armpits, let's put it that way. But this is absolutely gorgeous. So that's Mascagni downstairs. There's more upstairs. But, fun composer. Deserves more attention than he gets, and he deserves to be taken more seriously than he usually is. So keep on listening, friends. Thank you so much for joining me, and take care.